talk about our Inflatable Adventure Air Inflatable stand-up paddleboard. This paddleboard is 10'5" by 34 inches by 4.75 inches. So it's a real large, wide, inflatable board that can manage paddlers well over 200 pounds, up to say 240, 250, and it's very stable at 34 inches wide. So it also makes a great SUP-YOGA board, a board that you can fish off of or use as a platform to dive, to free dive, to snorkel. Great board just for all around fun in the water. It also packs up into a nice convenient bag here, this carrying bag. When packed up, it's about 32 pounds or so, so not too heavy. It has backpack straps here, so you can pick this up and you're able to hike this thing in to, say, mountain lakes or whatever you're doing off the main road, and you have to hike it in somewhere. It's actually pretty comfortable. These are nice wide backpack type straps, and I feel like I could hike around like this, for like an hour or so without getting too fatigued. The board also comes with a high quality, high pressure pump with a PSI gauge up here, so you know exactly what type of pressure is in the board. Typically in our boards, we want the pressure to be about 15 PSI. And it also comes with a little repair kit as well. If you do puncture the high density PVC, you can actually fix it with this little repair kit that comes with it. It comes in green, as you see here, and it also comes in blue currently. We will be adding colors in 2017 to the Inflatable Adventure Air, but just a great all-around board. Very convenient if you don't have the space to store a hard board, traditional board. This makes a great alternative. It can fold up and store in a trunk of a compact car, and we're pretty excited about this board. When we came out with the template of this board, it's based on our Cardiff template. So, pretty wide squash tail, almost a square tail, pretty full nose, and again, some good width up here in the middle at 34 inches wide. So it's super stable and just a fun paddling board. We went with the a longboard style fin box back here, and I'll get more into that as I continue with this video. But if you lose or you break the fin that comes with the board, any longboard style fin, dolphin fin, 8-inch or 9-inch, you can stick right into that fin box and it'll work, which is great. So high density PVC with drop stitch inside, and the board retails for $9.49. And carrying the board, it's about 28 pounds. It's got a nice ergonomic carrying handle, so it's actually really easy to carry around, get to and from the water. Okay, so when you want to go ahead and inflate your board, what you want to do is this little covering here would have been on. You just want to turn it counterclockwise. And if you look down in here, there's a little valve here, spring pressured valve, and you basically, when it's closed, it's going to pop up just like that, okay? So you want it to be able to pop up and down when you're inflating it. So when you're done inflating it, that's going to pop up when you release the pump, and it's going to be all set and stop the air from escaping. If you were going to deflate it, again, we'll cover that. You want to half turn it to the right, and that locks the valve down. Okay? So you want to take your pump here, and you want it where it says out here. So air is going to be coming out of the pump and into the board. And on top here is your little PSI valve. And you want to read the inner numbers, the red numbers there, to indicate the level of PSI. And you want, again, 15 PSI, which is right here
at 12 o'clock on the dial there for your N2 Adventure Air. So hooking the pump into the board is really simple. If you look at the way this is shaped here, you just want to, again, have the spring so it's open, so it's able to go up and down with your finger, okay? And so you just want to put the pump in and turn it clockwise until it locks, and it won't go any farther. Now you know you're all set and you can start pumping and inflating the board. Again, in our pumps, we have a couple different modes here. When this little red plug here is out, that means that the pump is only going to be inflating on the downstroke. So it's going to be easier when you're pumping up the board, but it's not going to inflate as quickly. So normally what I do is I'll put the plug in like that. So you put it in and turn it clockwise to the right, and this way it's going to be inflating on the upstroke and downstroke, and this is going to inflate the board quicker until you start getting into about 5 to 6 psi. Gets a little tougher, then you can remove that to give yourself a break physically as you're pumping up the board. I can pump these boards up normally in about 5 to 7 minutes. PSI, you can go ahead and remove this little plug. And so now it's just pumping on the downstroke. So it's not as difficult when you're pumping. But it's going to take longer as well. But I'm already at like 7 PSI, so halfway there. So we're at 10 PSI right now. It needs about 5 more, but just for demonstration purposes, I'll go ahead and show you what to do next. So now when you get your board completely inflated, you want to come over here and just remove the pump tube. So turn to the left, counterclockwise. That valve, just you heard it release, and you're all set. So now you just go ahead and put the cover on, and you're good to go. Your fin in your N2 Adventure Air inflatable board, you're going to have this base nut and finger screw, and just like a regular surfboard, longboard surfboard fin box, you just drop it right here in the middle, a little gap, and you want to bring the base nut up to the top, then unscrew the finger nut here. Okay. And then, like a standard longboard fin, it's got the little metal tabs here at the back, which drop right into the middle and right along the groove here. You just want to bring it back and line it up with the nut in the front there, so the holes are lined up, and then you just go ahead and screw it down. That's it. Okay, so when you're all done and you want to go ahead and deflate the board, it's really simple here. You just open this little covering here, you just turn it counterclockwise, and again down here you can see the spring-loaded valve. So what you want to do is you want to depress that and turn it about a half turn clockwise, and that'll lock it in the down open position. And it's going to be pretty loud, and the air is going to rush out pretty quickly. So now at this point, we can go ahead and just start rolling it up, and what you want to do is just kind of walk around the board or just press down on the board to get most of the air out of it first. Similar to a air mattress.